real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Our hearts so true. Our courage.
Hello and welcome to BJDJ's second official interview. As you may be aware, last time I stated in the first interview that I had to put this idea on hold. Now I have had a couple of requests since I interviewed with Creepy Bloom in the beginning, focusing on when I will make another interview. So for this, I thought of inviting a few special guests to help celebrate 25 years of part of the franchise where they were established. From the cards to the video games, from the short movies to the currently popular GPS mobile game, this franchise popularized our culture across the globe, making it the highest grossing media franchise of all time. Created in 1995 by Satoshi Tajiri with help from Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures Inc., their connection with our world helped us remember that we gotta catch 'em all. With that said, the Pokemons. My guests I have here today to help honor their 25 years are 5 Pokemons that are simply the most well-known and the most cherished. I first like to welcome a Generation 1 Fire-type Pokemon known for its tail with a flame that constantly burns at the end and is loyal to its loved ones. This is Charmander. How are you doing?
Charmander!
Are you excited to celebrate your 25 years?
Charmander!
Great! So, can you explain to me how you were designed as Charmander?
Charmander! Charmander! Charmander!
The Charizard? Which comes after the Charmeleon.
Charmander!
So how is it like when you get caught in the video games, anime, and the Pokemon Go?
Charmander! Charmander!
What do you think of the people who talk of you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram? You discuss this with Pikachu in a cafe?
Charmander!
So what is it you like to say to your fans?
Charmander!
Thank you, Charmander. I'll be right back with my second guest in just a moment. Don't go away.
It's crazy. I never would have guessed we would be here today. After 25 years. It's you, the fans, that make all this possible. It's been a wild journey so far. But now we're here. And it feels so good.
Welcome back to BJDJ's interview with the Pokemons. It is time I bring out my second guest, a grass and poison type Pokemon from Generation 1, known for its energetic bulb to store what its seed absorbs. Here is Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, you're on.
Bulbasaur.
You're okay. So are you still excited about your anniversary?
Bulbasaur.
Okay, can you please tell us about how you were designed?
Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur.
Your latter self?
Bulbasaur, Bulbasaur,
Bless you.
Bulba.
Alright, how do you exactly feel about being caught all the time for the video games to Pokemon Go?
Bulbasaur, 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 Bulba.
And how is that?
Bulbasaur, Bulbasaur, Bulbasaur.
You have anything to say to the fans to help support this celebration?
Bulbasaur.
Okay, thank you, Bulbasaur, so much. I'll have the third Pokemon join me after this break, so don't go away.
Let's go!
Ooh, you make me live. Whatever this world can give to me, it's you, you're all I see. Ooh, you make me live now. Ooh, you make me live. You're the best friend, and I want you to know that my feelings are true. I really love you. Oh, you're my best friend. Ooh, you make me live. Oh, you're my best friend. Oh, you're my best friend.
Welcome back, everyone. Right now, on BJDJ's interview with the Pokemons, I have here with me a Generation 1 Water-type Pokemon, whose shell has the ability to wade through the water very quickly and protects himself in battle. This is Squirtle.
Squirtle.
How are you today?
Squirtle.
No problem. I just
Squirtle.
want to say really quickly, you've inspired me for the past 4 years because a friend of mine gave me a costume exactly like you.
Squirtle.
Oh, it was given to me all the way from China.
Squirtle.
Yep.
Squirtle.
Right? That's what's awesome about it.
Squirtle.
Anyway, what can you explain about how you were designed?
Squirtle.
How does it feel for you to be caught all the time in the games and the short movies?
Squirtle.
Is it true that you had a deep relationship with Bulbasaur in the short films?
Squirtle.
Now, I understand that you and Charmander briefly appear in Detective Pikachu. Bulbasaur, however, a group of Bulbasaurs appear when Pikachu was wounded and carry him to Mewtwo, who healed him. What was your reaction to this?
Squirtle.
That must be one special reunion for you, huh?
Squirtle.
Are you also excited about celebrating the 25th anniversary of the franchise?
Squirtle!
Great! And is there something you'd like to say to the fans?
Squirtle, squirtle, squirtle. Squirtle, squirtle, squirtle. Squirtle! Squirtle, squirtle, squirtle.
Alright, Squirtle, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Squirtle, squirtle.
Okay, before we move on, just a little reminder to like and subscribe to BJDJ for more videos. I'll bring out 2 more Pokemons after this break.
It's crazy. I never would have guessed we would be here today. After 25 years, it's you, the fans, that make all this possible. It's been a wild journey so far, but now we're here, and it feels so good.
Welcome back to BJDJ's interview with the Pokemons. I have with me right now the most well-known and recognizable Pokemon. He is a Generation 1 Electric-type Pokemon who has appeared in numerous short films and video games, as well as a live-action film starring Justice Smith as Tim Goodman, his partner. He has become an icon of the entire Pokemon world for 25 years, as well as one of the major mascots for Nintendo. His characteristics include the Thunderbolt attack, known to generate small surges of electrical energy in anger or for protection, and being cuddly friends with the trainers. I have the distinct and high honor to welcome you to Pikachu.
Pika!
How are you, Pikachu?
Pikachu! Pika! Pika pika! Pika pika pika! Pikachu!
Wonderful! Can you tell us about your recent experience on Detective Pikachu and how you felt for your appearance in the film?
Pika pika pika! Pikachu! Pika! Pikachu! Pika! Pika pika pika! Pika pika! Pika pika! Pika pika! Pikachu! Pikachu!
What do you suppose is your favorite scene?
Pikachu! Pika pika! Pika pika! Pika pika! Pika pika! Pika!
Would the fans recognize you more after Detective Pikachu was released?
Pika! Pika pika! Pika pika! Pikachu!
Great! So what was your development like?
Pika pika! Pikachu! Pika pika! Pika! Pika Pikachu! Pika Pikachu! Pika pika! Chew! Pika pika! Pika pika! Chew! Pikachu! Pika pika! Pika Pikachu!
What was your first ever appearance?
Pikachu! Pika pika! Pika Pikachu!
Was the anime series as good as Detective Pikachu?
Pikachu! Pika pika! Pika pika! Pika
Are you okay? You could excuse yourself.
Pikachu!
Oh, Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Alright, is this on? Okay, good. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for the technical difficulties. So, Pikachu, as I was asking, was the anime series you starred in as good as Detective Pikachu?
Pikachu. Pika 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 pika. Pika pika. Pika Pikachu.
How was that?
Pika Pikachu. Pika pi. Pika pi. Pikachu. Pika pika. Pika pika. Pikachu. Pika pika pika. Pika pi.
Alright, so since you are considered the most popular Pokemon and the most cultural, what is it you'd like to address to your fans for the 25th anniversary celebration?
Pika pika pika. Pika pika Pikachu. Pika pika. Pikachu. Pika. Pika pi. Pika Pikachu.
Okay, thank you so much, Pikachu. It has been an honor having you here.
Pika pika. Pikachu.
I'll be right back for our last Pokemon guest after this break, so don't go away.
You know, I lived it, I breathed it, I became the character. I spent the entire year as Detective Pikachu. Bringing Detective Pikachu to the big screen is a privilege that I don't take lightly. Every second of my energy is spent making this character come alive with the same exacting standards that the most discerning fans would have come to expect. Now, as many of you know, I vanish into my roles. You know, this is a funny anecdote. I was on my way to pick up my daughters from school when I heard that I got the role. Well, I didn't show up at school because Detective Pikachu, he doesn't know who those two little girls are. Who are they?
They're our daughters. He just left them.
He doesn't have a wife. No. He's a little yellow guy. Lives in Rhyme City in a briar patch or something. You know, I immerse myself completely within the world of Pokemon. I read about him. I live at his height. I tried to lose 182 pounds to match his weight until doctors intervened.
I mean, he didn't even change his voice. It just sounds like him.
The point is, my daughters, they may never see their dad again. But you can be damn sure that they're looking up at that big screen this summer and they're gonna see Detective Pikachu.
We're not going.
Pika Pika. It's just me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my Pokemon interview is about to come to an end because I have with me my last guest. He is a Generation 1 Psychic type, considered to be the most powerful of all Pokemons. His features and characteristics include his armored form, communication with humans and Pokemons alike, flying by telekinesis, and his DNA cloned from the ancestor of all Pokemon. Please welcome Mewtwo.
Greetings, trainers.
Greetings to you, Mewtwo. How are you feeling today?
Ecstatic, BJ. Very ecstatic.
About the 25th anniversary?
Absolutely.
So, Mewtwo, how come do you have the strongest powers?
To begin, Ken Sugimori, who first designed me for the game Red and Blue, made the idea that my DNA would be genetically sampled from Mew before I rarely became recognized as his clone. But when it comes to powers, though, I often use them displaying telekinesis and telepathy when I feel aggressive and antisocial.
How often does your mood change at any specific time?
I always do my best to change my mood when I need to relax, sleep, and even if another Pokemon senses something wrong.
Can you share an example, please?
So in Pokemon, the first movie, I noticed the real Pikachu starts to make tears after Ash sacrifices himself from the fight I developed between the real Pokemons and their duplicate selves. When he did, all the others cried after Pikachu and brought him back to life.
What was your reaction to that moment?
I was surprised and touched by the love for Ash and by his courage. Kunihiko Yuyama, our old director, asked me what's wrong. I said, nothing, I feel alright. I was worried to tell him I felt that way for the first time.
Okay, so you were featured star in Detective Pikachu, where everybody thought you would be the main villain.
Well, now you know I'm not.
Right. Excuse me. So, your role was that you were a lab experiment because of your genes. Then, Harry, Ryan Reynolds, freed you to save his Pokemon from the crash caused by the Greninja. How can you describe the scene when Pikachu found out his old partner died?
According to the script, I explained to Tim that Harry, his father, lived with him in his Pokemon since he died, so I had to pass his body to Pikachu and leave behind his memory, which is the reason the filmmakers developed for Detective Pikachu.
How did you feel then about that scene?
I assumed it would show likeliness to the cast, as well as the audience, but then after hearing that the audience was shocked during the very end of the film, I felt excited as I never had been before after all the progressive work.
Wow, that's amazing, Mewtwo.
Thank you, BJ.
Rina Hoshino and Kotaro Watanabe dubbed your voice. Why is that?
Well, Rob Letterman and the producers thought my real voice wouldn't work because I sound too deep. So Hoshino and Watanabe had their dubbed voices synthesized to sound more like I am man-made.
Okay, I have my last question for you.
Please.
Since it is 25 years of the Pokemon franchise, do you have any words to say to the fans and players who will be ready for the celebration?
All the previous Pokemon said it all, and I agree. I am sure this will be a grand, powerful, and timeless anniversary. I am willing to join.
Alright, Mewtwo, I thank you so much for having you here.
And I thank you right back. I am very obliged.
You're very welcome. Have a nice time.
You too.
Mewtwo, everyone. Well, that concludes my interview with the Pokemons, the ones who are essential to the franchise for all these 25 years. Pikachu, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Mewtwo. Together, along with all the rest of the Pokemon, they have changed our planet forever, and I am sure they will for years to come. Until next time, this is BJ DJ. Stay safe, stay healthy, and so long.